I've been using the Galaxy S24 Ultra for around 2 months now, and here are my thoughts about it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Live Strong Tech, where I want to share my thoughts about tech with the world, and I just want to give my 2-month review on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. There are some things that I do like about it, and there are some things that I don't like about it. So we're going to get right into that. First thing I want to talk about is design. How does the phone look? How does the phone feel? And I'm going to say that this phone is, it feels very, very good. The squared edges, they don't have any problem for me. The phone feels not too heavy, but it also doesn't feel too light either. It's a very, very high quality phone. It's a very premium design, and you're not going to have any issues with it unless maybe you have like very small hands. Me, I got pretty big hands, so I don't have any issue gripping it with one hand. I don't have any issue reaching anything really. So this phone is, it's a very good quality, very premium design. And then obviously you got the 120 hertz refresh rate. You got the 1440p display. This thing is just of very high quality. It's very bright. It gets very bright. What is it, like 1700 nits? That's just super bright. I have no problem viewing it in like direct sunlight. It's very, very cool. Like when I say very, very cool, it doesn't heat up for like really that bad, at least in my opinion. This is just a very good design. Like there's really not much to say. So I really give the design a 10 out of 10. I don't have any complaints with it. I don't have any issues with it. So I give the design a 10 out of 10. Next thing I want to talk about is the user experience and performance. And I will say this, 99% of the time, this phone does not lag. This phone is very smooth, and you're not going to have any lag with it. But I do have one complaint, and I don't know if this is with Samsung, and I don't know if this is with Google, but I have an issue where the phone lags, and I'm going to say it. It's just one word: navigation. So when I use Google Maps and I use the driving mode, and then you have the music controls on Google Maps while you're navigating, for some reason, like let's say you want to just go to another app and check something really quick. Maybe you're at a light and, don't text while drive, but maybe you want to check something really quick. When like using the gesture navigation, it lags so bad, and I don't know what the issue is with this, but they need to fix that issue with Google Maps and the driving mode, because it doesn't happen with this phone and it doesn't happen with this phone. So I don't know what the problem is, but they need to fix that issue with Google Maps. Other than that, this phone 99% of the time is, it doesn't lag. It is very fast. It doesn't do anything that's going to have it stutter. This phone is as fast as the iPhone. In terms of just speed, animations, they're smooth, they're buttery. They feel very refined, except for that part with the Google Maps that I'm talking about. But the experience of this phone is very, very smooth. It's very, very nice. Very premium. Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is going to give you, the best performance, giving you decent amount of optimization and efficiency. So yeah, there's really not much to complain about when it comes to the user experience or performance, other than that Google Maps issue that I really don't like. Phone's gonna perform very well. Let's just, I can load up a game really quick. Don't at me. I use the launcher, even though it has like a lot of ads and stuff, which is not good. But if we just load up a game really quick, I like to load up my Fallout Shelter. Just check a few things each day. There's no issue with it. I don't have any issue. Load up that game. Loads up very fast. No issues, no hiccups, no stutters. So we'll just load this up and waiting for it to load up. And yeah, so there it is right there. And we just checking our things, and this phone has no issues doing any of that stuff. I'm just checking my things. You know, we just check our stuff. You know, games like this are just very, very nice to play. You know, you can just check them. With this phone, you can just pretty much check it. You know, alright, so I don't have anything. Let's see how my dwellers are doing out there. Alright, looks really nice. So they're doing pretty good. So, yeah, gaming performance is going to be really, really good. So the next thing I want to talk about is the camera. Now, for me, I don't really take a lot of pictures or anything. So this camera, I would say that, you know, this camera is amazing. Like, it does everything you need, and it probably does even more than what I need, but I don't use the phone for the camera anyway. I use it for, you know, just to have a really good experience. But the camera, I give the camera experience, at least for me, a 10 out of 10. I don't have any issue with any pictures that I take. The selfie camera is pretty clear. The zoom, I really love the zoom. The zoom is very, very clear. It's very premium, that zoom lens. You know, the night shots, I'll show you a night shot really quick. I'm going to show you. So here's one where I took one out at night. Here it is right here. So this is one I took out at night. I think this photo, I took it pretty well. I think this was a very interesting photo to do. It had a lot of lights. It had a lot of things to, you know, maybe try and correct with software. As you can see, a lot of the lights, they're not really blown out that badly. I mean, I think there's a little flare thing right there. It handles them pretty well, though. I mean, obviously it's not the best, but what phone really is that good with night shots? So yeah, I mean, this phone is really good with the night shots. It'll take pretty detailed ones, coupled with its software. Obviously, we know that sky is not that blue because this was pitch black at night. But I mean, this phone camera is very, very good. It's very robust, as in you can do a lot with it, more than a lot of other phones. So this camera shouldn't really disappoint you. Now, I don't know, you know, professional photographers, I don't know what they do with it, but for 99% of people, they're just going to use the phone to point and shoot. And that's what this phone does. It points and shoots very, very well. So, yeah. And another feature I want to show you is a feature that you have to download separate, and that's export RAW. So I think export RAW, this gives you even more options with your phone. So what I like, the only thing that I found very, very useful in this app was this ND filter. This ND filter, which is, I think it stands for natural density or neutral density, something like that. But basically for me, if I'm filming and I have like a screen and I'm out in broad daylight and I'm filming something like a phone screen, such as maybe this phone or like the iPhone, if I apply this ND filter to it, it will not show the black weird lines that you'll get from filming a phone display or some sort of screen out in broad sunlight. It won't give you those black lines, and which are weird, and I don't really know why. I think they're called like moire patterns or something, but if you apply an ND filter to whatever you're filming, it won't show those. I think they're good for like maybe so that so that photos don't get overexposed or videos don't get overexposed. I also think that's what ND filters are good for. And yeah, I mean, this is a feature that is not even in some like expensive cameras. You have to buy a filter, a separate filter, like a lens or something, to put on top of the lens, and then you're able to have an ND filter on that camera. But some cameras don't even come with it. Now this does it. I think it's probably via software. So I really like that feature on Export RAW, and I think that it's a very useful feature if you're filming outdoors. You really want to use an ND filter when filming outdoors. So the fact that this camera has access to that app, which I can use ND filter for, and the fact that it's, you know, very dynamic, it has a really good zoom, takes very good photos, I give the camera, for me, a 10 out of 10. one of the best in the industry right now. Samsung always really does well with the cameras. So the next thing I want to talk about is battery. So this battery is battery is subjective. Everybody uses their phone differently. So different people are going to get different battery lifespans. So for me, my best day with this phone, I use always on display. I'm navigating, I'm playing games, I'm checking apps, I'm just doing regular daily activities, which, that's what everybody else is going to do. So the most that I've been able to get with this phone is 8 hours, somewhere around the 8-hour mark. And then that's when it quits. So I give the battery an 8 out of 10. Because if I can hit 8 hours, that should basically last me throughout the whole day. So I think the battery is pretty good, but for the next phone, obviously I want a phone where it can last me 10 hours. I need a 10 DU phone. And when I say DU, I mean a 10 daily usage phone. 10 DU. If the next Galaxies could reach 10 hours, I would really love that. Now, I could probably use a lot of power saving features. I could turn off always on display. I could put the phone to like 60 hertz. I could turn maybe this stuff to 1080p. Maybe that doesn't make a difference that much, I've seen. But I could do all these battery optimization features to help, and I probably would get 10 hours or more. But I want 10 hours not doing any of that stuff. I want 10 hours doing what I do. And that is, having always on display, adaptive brightness, playing games, checking apps, just doing regular daily activities that normal people do. I need 10 hours screen on time. And I got only 8. And so I think that's something that could be improved. Now, yesterday, when I was using the phone, the most I got was about 5.5 hours. And this was after the new One UI update that just dropped this month. I'm going to show you on screen. I probably already showed you on screen based on the edits of this video. But I only got 5.5 hours yesterday of screen on time. And I got 8 earlier in March before the One UI update. So I don't know. Like, the battery's all over the place. Like I said, everybody uses their phone differently, so different people are going to get different battery lifespans. But for me, at least, here's this thing about what Samsung phones do. I feel like if you, at least in my experience with Samsung phones, if you use them more, you're going to get more battery life out of them. Like for regular daily activities, the more screen on time you have, I have been able to get more battery out of it. So like, on that day when I got like 8 hours screen on time, I was using the phone a lot. I always had it on. I was constantly using it. So when I'm constantly using it, the always on display is not slowly trickling the battery away. And also what makes the battery go down is notifications. Like if your phone wakes because of notifications, that can also trickle the battery. So I think that if this phone could get about 10 hours of screen on time, I would really like it. But I give the battery an 8 out of 10. No worries. So the next thing I want to talk about is the AI features. Now, I don't really use a lot of the AI features, but there are some features that I did use and some features that are actually pretty useful. Everybody uses their phone differently, so I think that there are some features that are useful to some people and there are features that aren't useful. So let's just try doing this right now. I'm going to try to show one of the AI features off to you. So let's pull out the S Pen, the trusty S Pen. I like the S Pen even though I don't use it that much. So let's do this. I'm going to erase whatever I put there. Let's change the setting to red. I'm going to put the thickness up, and I'm going to put the thickness of the pen up. So let's use something. So let's say this. AI test. So one of the AI features is being able to turn this straight. So if I press this button in the middle, clean up, press this button on the end and to clean up the handwriting, and it says align handwriting. Let's see what it does. You see what it did right there. So it's not perfect. I don't know what the issue is. So here we go. We got this. So here's a picture. And so let's say we want to move that car. Like that's one of the features they were saying was really, really good. Move that car. So it's a car right here. And then there's a truck right there. So let's edit this photo. Let's go to edit. Boom. So if I go to edit. And then let's select this car. Wait. Oh. Let me press that button first, and then let's select this car. Boom. So it selects the car, and then let's just move it down here. Let's see what happens. Just want to move the car down here. As a matter of fact, let's move it. Let's move it over like right here. As a matter of fact, let's move it right here. And let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's move it right here. Make it a little bit bigger. And let's see what happens when we generate. Takes a little bit. It's generating, sculpting new scenery. I don't know what that is, but do you see that? It like put a new car right there. I was expecting it to maybe put the road right there, and then maybe put the rest, and maybe AI generate the rest of the wheels to this truck. But it just put like another car right there, some weird warp like thingy. So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird, but AI, those are some pretty good features. Now, I want to show you now the real good AI feature that I like, which is not even a part of, I don't even think the advanced intelligence, is the circle to search. So this is the best feature I like. So I was downtown the other day and I wanted to see what this car was. And so, I don't know what this car is, so let's use circle to search and then we can find out. Boom. So we just circle that. And it tells you exactly what the car is. That's a McLaren 765 LT. So the circle to search feature is very, very good. And I hope they bring it to all Android phones. I hope the iPhone has some good feature like it coming out for the iPhone 16. But I really like the feature. The circle to search feature, very, very good. And then we can just swipe away. Boom. Like I said, very smooth. So those features are very useful to me, but all the other features I don't really use them that much. I guess the translate feature would be great, like if you speak to a lot of people in foreign languages, the live text translation, I think that's very useful. But most of the AI features I don't really use that much, but they're good features to have, and they're good features just in case you want to use them, because I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So the next thing I want to talk about now is some things that this phone could improve, maybe going into the S25, maybe with a couple updates. Number one thing, like I said, is the UI when it comes to using the Google Maps and that feature. Please just improve that feature and maybe make the gestures a little bit better so that, I cannot lag while using Google Maps in that driving mode feature. Please, I would love for that to happen. It will literally make the phone buttery smooth when I'm using Google Maps. That feature, and it doesn't lag when I'm using Waze. Waze is very, very smooth. I had no issues with Waze. But it does have an issue with that phone. With that issue, with Google Maps. So the next thing I want to improve, to be improved is the battery. Like I said, I want a 10 DU phone. I need a phone 10 hours screen on time, a 10 daily usage phone. That would be great. I don't think that they can reach that with optimizations at this point. But in the next phone, the S25, let's put in like 5,500 milliamps. Let's just do that, please. Let's do it. I would just really like for that, and I know a lot of people like that. So let's do. Another thing that I don't like about this phone is its charging while using it. So when I was in the car, I'm charging the phone. It kind of went, phone was going low while I was navigating. The charging speeds while using the phone were very, very slow. I don't know why they're so slow. I don't know if it's an issue with my phone or maybe it's Samsung in general. But when I'm using the iPhone, it doesn't charge that slow while I'm using the device. And when I'm using the OnePlus, it definitely, because this phone is super fast and with the charging, so it definitely doesn't charge that slow when I'm using that phone. So I don't know what the issue is. Maybe it's something that can be fixed in a better update. But I got a fast charging car charger in my car, and the phone doesn't charge. It doesn't feel like it's fast charging when I'm using the phone. So maybe that's something with just my phone, but I think that should be fixed if that's an issue. Bixby. I don't really use Bixby at all, and I don't think a lot of other people use Bixby that much either, but I know it's good for routines. But for me, I don't really use it that much. I use the assistant for doing stuff like, what time do LSU and Iowa play? So they'll tell me, and that's beautiful. But when I'm using Bixby, hi Bixby. Oh, looks like I got it off. But when I'm using Bixby, it can't tell me stuff about sports very on the go like Google Assistant can. So I wish Bixby could be a little bit better. Maybe, just add a couple things to make it show like more in-depth information like on the internet. But for doing like phone routines and stuff, it's actually pretty good. But it could be improved by being able to maybe have a little bit more information on doing stuff on the internet. So yeah, Bixby could be improved. The last thing I want to talk about is Good Lock. Now, Good Lock is very, very nice, and I love Good Lock. It allows for customization, but there's just one thing about Good Lock that I don't like. And I'm going to show you. So if we open up Good Lock, boom. Let's go to Good Lock. And specifically, the theme park. And the icon feature. So what I don't like is those borders right there. Why does it show those borders? It shows the borders every single time. Those little those white borders around it. I don't like that. It should. I don't know why it doesn't just fill them all, like right there. I don't know why it doesn't fill them all. Like it should fill them all. I like them all to be filled. They should all be filled. I don't know why the icons are not filled all the way, but for some reason, for some weird reason, I don't know why, but it's just like they just don't fill all the way. So I don't really know. Okay, well it fills all the way right there, but when I'm using this other stuff, it doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't fill for some reason. So that's one issue that I wish they would fix with Good Lock. And then then it gives you the option to change the icons. But if I go all the way down to change the icons, oh look at that lag right there. That wasn't that smooth. Now it's smooth. Now you have to go in there and you have to change everything like manually. Some of these apps I don't even use that much, and some of these apps I don't even know why they're on my phone. Maybe I had them before, but I don't even know why they're on my phone. But like some of these should be filled. Like let's see. Okay, so then to fill it, you have to do edit icon, and then you have to zoom it in, and then it finally fills. So you have to do that for every single app. Why can't it just fill the apps? I don't really know why it doesn't do that. So that's something that could be fixed with Good Lock. That's my only issue with Good Lock. Other than that, Good Lock is very nice. It's smooth. I like the being able to customize your phone, like really, really customize your phone. So Good Lock is good. But that's the only issue that I have with it. But other than that, I'm going to give this Samsung Galaxy S24 pretty much a 9 out of 10. Like I said, it could be some features, could be some things improved with the UI and certain things that I'm doing where the phone lags. Maybe that's the phone, maybe that's Google, I don't know. The battery could be a little bit better. I would like to see 10 hours. But other than that, this phone is pretty much a 9 out of 10. Or, I mean, honestly, real close to a 10 out of 10. But it's just some things I don't like about it. But other than that, the phone is very, very good. I have no issues with it. It's very smooth. It's nice. Playing games is fun. I love this phone. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but this is the green version. I really love this color. I got a really nice case with it. Yeah, this phone is just really, really good. So for people who are on the fence, should you buy? I'm going to say, yeah, you can buy. You can find this phone for, some sales. Maybe you can find some sales at Best Buy or maybe your local marketplaces. The phone is, it's very, very nice. So if you can find it on sale, I mean, this phone is a win-win. Like, you can find this on sale and not buy it for like $1,500 or whatever, $1,300, however much it costs, $1,200. I mean, it's a certified win. And Android phones always go on sale when like as the months go by. They always go on sale. So catch this phone on a sale, and I think you should buy it. I mean, if you want a little bit smaller phone, if you don't care about the S Pen, maybe go get the S24 Plus. Get the regular S24. But overall, I think this phone is good. So yeah, that's my thoughts about this phone. Thank y'all for watching. Just trying to get the channel going, and if you like this, or maybe there's some things I need to improve, you can maybe say that in the comments. Let's be nice and respectful, of course. But thanks for watching, and I hope you guys all have a good day.